the next right thing. I see this constantly in entrepreneurs, business owners, creators, and anybody that's trying to build something for themselves. Think about rejection. Talked about this a lot. Anytime we experience rejection, whether somebody does not show up to an appointment, a closing doesn't go well, or somebody breaks a promise, we immediately move to the feelings of the past. We live in that emotion without giving power to the present. And when we do not control that process, when we do not know where our feelings originate, we become fearful of the next time we might experience rejection. I've already talked about this. Granted, this is my, but okay, whatever. This is particularly important in sales. Sales is one of the most vulnerable industries you can be a part of. You are constantly exposed, constantly at risk of rejection. And if you don't understand emotional awareness and emotional control, if you don't understand whether you are operating from the past or the present, you will not survive. You will find yourself in a deep, dark cave like Anna. You will start to reflect. And I hope instead of reflecting and dwelling, you learn to reflect and pull yourself forward, which is exactly what Anna does next. But I'm going to leave off from there. I hope that this behind the writing is really helpful with kind of identifying and starting in the past. Starting in managing emotions in the present, specifically that originated in the past, because it is more important in sales than you know. Again, I'll go into at a point in this book where I break down the 5 steps of the sales pipeline and how your intentions and presence actually deals with those 5 portions of the entire sales pipeline, because it's so very important. When you can sell from presence and intentions well, then things become so much easier in business for you. You don't feel like you're scamming others. You don't feel like the value you're providing is not worth you getting paid. You don't feel like you can grow a business. You don't feel like you have to grow a business like on the backs of other people. You actually start to build your business with passion and intentions and values, and your clients, your consumers, your customer base, the individuals that you bring into your company, like they'll feel those things as well, because you are present and you are controlling what happens right now. You're not stuck in the past. And also I dive into the future too, but then also you're building with intentions and allowing that to drive everything that you do. And that's so very important for so many of us, just to get rid of that sales guilt that we have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely let me know if you, what you think. And if you've got, I'd love to hear some of your guys' thoughts in the comments down below, wherever you are consuming this content from. Maybe I can throw this on the podcast as well. Oh, whoa, this is kind of actually good. This is actually kind of fire for podcast content. I actually got an entire different marketing built up for podcast content, but this was about 35 minutes of behind the writing. And I hope that this has been enjoyable for you.